Hello everybody and welcome to the second installment of Timwe Presents Blueprints. This is the second time I'm playing this game. Obviously I shouldn't call it a playthrough because I'm not gonna finish the game. I naively thought that I was going to finish it the last time I streamed, but clearly this is a considerably more extensive game. But here once again to play through with me is my good friend Sean.
Hello.
Anyway, long story short, I'm just going to click continue and dive right in. Day 3. Now, I am in control. I have 50 steps again. Now, I will let you know that unfortunately I have had an idea given to me, which you might consider a spoiler. And the idea is to turn around and take a look at the outside, which I didn't do in the last stream. So I'm quickly going to take a look around, and it looks like there are places here that I can maybe see, maybe go to. Okay. This is locked, but there is no obvious lock on it, so I don't know if a key would help here. Okay, this all looks very nondescript. So let's take a look at the rest of this perimeter. We have a stump. No, it looks more like a rock. I don't know why I said stump. It's obviously not a tree stump. And this is a pile of rocks. And there is a bit of a path here. Oh my goodness. Okay, before I go there, let me just quickly take a look at... Oh my gosh, there's another path there. Okay, there's lots of places to explore here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm sorry if you thought that's not what you're here for. No, it's part of the game. Of course, you're here for the game. We're gonna play the game, and we're gonna try to play the whole game. Okay, Okay, it prevents me from suiciding myself. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. Let's see. I see some markings there on that stone, but I don't know what they mean, and they might as well just be art. Art without meaning. I'm not saying all art has no meaning. I'm saying it might not contribute to the gameplay. Unaliving. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that either, because that is becoming an established, what's the word, substitute for that word. Okay, so we can go here. Ooh. Does somebody live here? Is somebody camping? Ooh. There are so many forks in the road here. So many paths to explore. Okay, let's take a look at this. There is, this is not clickable. Aha, I can look inside. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu to return to the campsite for the night. Well, except that up until now it always took me back to the front of the manor. But another stipulation in the great uncle's will is that I'm not allowed to bring any items into the manor. So whatever is in here, whether it be books or other things, I'm not allowed to take with me. Right, let's take a look at... Ooh, so many paths here. Oh my gosh. Is there any info here, anything to discover that is actually relevant to the puzzle? Okay, let's... I love that it doesn't restrict you to walking on the paths only, right? It's usually quite unrealistic that you can't walk over grass, and in this game it lets you walk over grass. I like that. More path here. No, this is the path I was at just earlier. Oh, this is a beautiful view. Oh, look at this. Let's just take in this panorama. This is breathtaking. This is very cool. I noticed that my number of steps has gone down to 47 already, which means that this outdoors area must be subdivided into quote-unquote rooms, because it said that we lose 1 step for every time we enter a room. I know that it went down to 49 when I left the manor, and I guess it went down 1 more step when I discovered the campsite, but I didn't pay enough attention to notice when it went down the 3rd time, or probably the 2nd time. Ooh, we found an entrance. This feels like a mine. Mr. Killapple. Okay, so there is clearly something here, but I cannot go there. So I'm willing to bet that there is somewhere inside the manor, or in some other area, that remotely opens this door. Okay, so I will try and come back to this later. But I will almost certainly forget that this is here, much less where it was. So I will need your guidance to find it again. Nothing here. Nothing. I keep saying clickable. Okay, this is unpassable. And it looks very similar to the other gate that we saw on the premises that was also locked. Okay, so there was 1 more path. Okay, now I'm at 45, so I just passed 2 boundaries. So at least it's consistent in that in that way. But wasn't there another path here somewhere? Yes, this one here. Okay. This looks very similar to what it looks like when I place a room with an opening against another room that doesn't have an opening there. Maybe it's just a reuse of an asset, I don't know. Another platform to watch the absolutely breathtaking, amazing view. Just look at this. Even the, you know, the waterfall noise feels very natural. I am impressed with this attention to detail. So is this emblem supposed to represent something? I think it's just a geometric pattern, but let's keep that in mind. It's also on an 8x8 checkerboard pattern in the background, which may or may not hint at chess. I noticed this little chip in the, you know, what do you call it? You know, there's this sort of break in here, and there's also a dent in here. I don't know if that's relevant. That could be a hint at something. Ooh. And only now do I notice that this one here is completely broken off. And yet, it still does not let me jump to my demise. Let's see what else is here. Oh my goodness, there is a bridge. That is very interesting. Okay, it's getting really dark in here. So maybe I should turn on the lights in the breaker room. I don't know if that affects this. I'm going to try increasing the brightness of my screen, which I don't normally do. But on this occasion, I suspect that a lot of people play with a brighter screen, and sometimes game designers are incentivized to assume that. So I can now see the crates much better. Like there is an actual like barrier here made of crates that I cannot pass, and of course I cannot jump in this game. So so I assume that there's something else going on, and I don't know what. Can I like? No, probably not. What happens if I press tab here? Okay, it just shows me that thing. And holy shit, that was bright. I am not used to that level of brightness. So I'm going to leave this cave. Oh my gosh, the brightness. Alright, I'm gonna set it back. Alright, brightness. It's kind of funny because I act with the assumption that you can see everything on my screen, but of course you can't see the brightness menu because it's not part of the software. Alright, so let's go back inside now. I don't think I can do anything here. I have definitely discovered a few things, but I have to keep those in mind for when they become relevant. Okay, I'm now down to 44 steps. And of course this is the same as it was last time, so let's leave that there. And let's get started. So where do I want to go today? The last time I tried to beeline to the antechamber. I think I'm going to try the same thing again. But this time I'm going to try and remember that as you get closer, like as you get further up in this plan, more and more doors are going to be locked, which means that I need as many keys as possible to make my way up. Now we can see two, dead ends right here. So I'm going to start with the chapel. And it says I lose a coin when I enter the chapel, but I don't have any coins and it still lets me enter it. So maybe I should do whatever I need to do in here now, so that I don't have to go back later. Well, let's keep going. Let's see if we can... Okay, none of these allow me to move upwards, but this one does allow me to make progress and it contains a key. So I'm going to do that. Ooh, that same bug that we saw last time, where the room isn't loaded in yet. Last time it was the observatory that had that bug. So now we know that it is a bug and that it's not a feature of the observatory. Okay. What was this? A journey note. I'm pretty sure I read this. And I'm pretty sure that it didn't matter. Okay, let's keep going. I am now on the right side of the nook, which means that I want to make a left turn. The den does not allow me... None of these allow me to do that. Oh, that is very frustrating. I have to keep going to the right. But at least this will give me a gem. Okay. Now, I kind of want to put up the security room at some point so that I can keep track of items that I haven't found yet. But, okay, so this is pointing down. So I think I can put a, a dead-end room right here. And of course now it doesn't give me any dead-end rooms. That is just typical, isn't it? None of these give me anything, well, except for the puzzle, which gives me a few gems. I think it gives me 2 gems, doesn't it? But it's a left... You know, actually, maybe a left turn is not so bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And let's do the logic puzzle. We have... This is the black box. And this is the black box. Those are both false, which means this one must be true. The black box is not empty. So the black box must be the one with the gems in it. Wait, where was the... there it is. The item that I need to open them. The wind-up key. And of course there's this, which explains... For those of you who didn't see my previous stream, you can pause here to read the rules. Okay, I was a little bit worried there for a second that I might have made a mistake, because I kind of rushed the logic there. Okay, so if I go here, this will be a new room. And I really do need to make a left turn here. That allows me to make a left turn, and the other 2 do not. So I have to do this, and it uses up 1 gem already. Mount Holly kitchen menu. Banana plus 3. Okay, club sandwich plus 15. Bacon and eggs plus 10. And add morning room to today's draft pool. Okay. Country stew pie. Boiled chuck stew. Layered and then baked to perfection. Topped with a mashed potato parmesan cheese crust. plus an additional 10 if you have boiler room in your house. The main course is served only in the dining room. So I'm a little confused. It says +3, +15, and +10, but it doesn't give me any cost. So why wouldn't anyone just pick all three? So I'm just going to... Oh, wait, this 8 here is a cost, isn't it? So this is probably coins, isn't it? Right, yes, okay, it says I need coins. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Okay. We have... So, I noticed that 2 of these are not completely full, and those are also the ones that don't have empty labels on them. So this is another one of those... Oh, this one is also not completely full, and it does have a label. This is one of those details that, you know, I don't know if it's going to be relevant in the future, but it's not clickable, so there's nothing I can do with it right now except try to remember this. Let's see, there are 4 on the top, 6 in the second shelf, and then 1, and then crates. There's a tea kettle. There is, I don't know what that is, a bread box perhaps. This is a mixer. And some kind of tray. Towels. This looks like a, yeah, that's an oven, isn't it? And then we have a coffee machine, a toaster, and a weight, scales. And a pestle and mortar. And a sink. Ooh, it does contain something, but it's still not clickable. This would have been an interesting place to hide an object in. And then we have this window to the outside. Ooh, okay. We have a coal trolley and an automobile. So that coal trolley reminds me of the mine I saw on the outside. And this is not clickable. Right. And what is this? This is also a scales, a hanging scales. There is a dog food bowl and a sack. Okay. None of which is clickable. What about this pot and this? Nope, also not clickable. Can I turn any of this on? No. But I noticed that these dials are in 4 different settings. I don't know if that means anything. Maybe there will be something else somewhere in another room where I have 4 dials that I need to set to this configuration. Who knows? Okay. And it just occurred to me that I completely forgot that I was going to take an inventory in my spreadsheet of all the rooms. And I totally didn't do that. So, oh, this is so annoying. So, if I start now, it's going to be incomplete. But, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. We have... Why can I not type? There you go, nook. Then we have a den. Then we have a chapel. Then we have a parlor. Then we have a kitchen. Okay. And if I remember correctly, the nook contains a key. I'm gonna say 1 key. The den contains 1 gem. The chapel... Well, the chapel costs 1 coin. So let's insert a row above. I think the game already gave you this information. There's a room directory in the game accessible with R. Well, I know, but it doesn't have all of the information. Right? So for example, it doesn't tell me where the utility disk was. Right? And it also doesn't tell me where these pictures on the walls are hanging. You know, these are all things that I want to write down. But I see what you're saying. Oh, green rooms, the secret garden. So, I suppose what you're saying is that I shouldn't need to write this down. Is that what you're saying? Because honestly, it does feel very laborious. Oh, I didn't even notice that they are numbered. I mean, okay, the game doesn't tell you that they are numbered until you look at this directory. 1 major key, 1 minor key. I don't remember finding 2 keys in a music room, but I have terrible memory, so it's entirely possible. Okay, well, Okay. So why is this dark? That's weird. It's completely up to you, but you could also just note down whatever you deem important enough. Well, you know, for the interest of making this, of keeping the stream interesting, maybe I should just play the game the way it's intended. But it will mean that I'm going to forget things. Okay, now in order to make progress, I have to do the spare room. Right, otherwise I will have to go back to the entrance hall. So I'm going to do the spare room. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there was anything clickable here. Yeah. I think this is literally just a pass-through. So, up here, I can... Ooh. Oh, I can actually afford the veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Okay. So I'm tempted to use the veranda now just because I haven't seen it before. So there might be something useful in there. And also it allows me to go forward. So let's take a look at the veranda. Okay, so it allows me to see the outside of the house. There is a boat there. Don't know if you guys can see that in the distance. And then of course there's that statue, which I almost ignored because it blends so well into the artwork. It's kind of funny that the boat stuck out to me more than this big fat statue in the center. Right, so I wonder now if this veranda would only show up as a room you can draft if you are on the right side of the house. Or maybe the left side, and then it'll just be, you know, back to front. I don't know. Now, let's see where I can go next. I do not have any... Oh, I do have a gem, because I just picked one up, duh. So I could even make it right to the courtyard. And in fact, I have to. Everything else would be a dead end. So let's do the courtyard, and that'll be the last gem. By the way, Sean and Mr. Killapple, if either of you feel that I'm, you know, missing something clickable and you think that it would be helpful if I, you know, clicked it, please feel free to speak up. I don't consider that a spoiler, but just a help. Now, I found an object, and while I was talking, I didn't pay enough attention to what the object was. It's a metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Okay, so that means... Because for a moment there I was worried that I would have to use that metal detector on every inch of these grassy patches. But no, it's just an item that just changes the RNG. Ooh, here's another item, which is an old weathered shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. Well, let's see what it says. Oh, okay. It literally just says that. So, can I dig? Is there a way to like select the shovel and then click on the... No. Oh, there we go. You dig up a few old coins. Can be spent in shop rooms. Okay, but it's only 2. Which is not enough for the meals that I saw on the menu. I think the cheapest of those was 4. Maybe 5. I don't remember. See, this is why I wanted to take notes. I just don't remember things. Maybe I should have taken a screenshot of the menu. I did take screenshots of other things in the last run through. A worthless old brick, not worth picking up. Well, okay, it doesn't even list it. Alright, cool. Let's see what else. That seems to be it in terms of diggable patches. In this room anyway. This is not clickable. But there is an arrow pointing to the bottom, which is also not clickable. Okay. Right. So, I probably have to open the door using this. And this requires a security keycard. An electronic keycard. Which I did have in the last run. But I don't get to keep items. So, it seems that we have to move this way. Okay. Well, if that is locked, Yeah, it's the only place I can make progress, so I have to use the key here. Okay, so I do want to angle up to get closer to the antechamber, and getting coins would probably be helpful. And I do not have the gem requirement. So I am going to do the pantry. I'm going to get the coins here. This apple probably gives me 2 steps. So where was the kitchen? So I would have to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and then another 4 to get back. So 8 steps to get to the kitchen. So it's not worth it unless I can get at least the food that gives me 10 steps. And I think that one cost 8 coins, and I only have 6. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I really should have taken a screenshot of the menu. I really regret not having done that. If any of you would like to look at the VOD on Twitch and send me a screenshot of the kitchen, that would be great. But then I would have to open my Discord messages. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, I don't know. Let's just continue for now. So this is the exact same bread box that we saw in the kitchen. I don't know if that's relevant. Let's see. Ooh, that is also locked. Ooh, and it doesn't even... Oh, I see. It doesn't invite me to use a key because I don't have a key. Okay, so that means I'm already stuck and I already have to go back to the entrance hall. So I am going to go through the kitchen because I have to go through the kitchen anyway. It's the only path. And that gives me an opportunity to take a screenshot of the... It was 2 for banana, 10 for sandwich, and 5 for bacon and eggs. Okay, but I need to know the number of steps to know whether it's worth it. So let's take another look at this. And then let's take a screenshot. Okay. Let's save this. Menu. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a screenshot of the envelope that I found in the mailroom and the utility room fuse box, which has this label or this info sheet, whatever you want to call it. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Cool. And then I also wrote down the lyrics. I didn't do this on stream, but I wrote down the lyrics on that sheet of music that we found in the music room, where, if you remember, there were some words that were bolded. So we have first words on the. And I assume that there are more sheets of music with more of the lyrics, which will then help complete the lyrics. Okay, so let's see. I can spend 6 coins. Oh, I see. So this one here doesn't cost anything except that I have to get to the what's it called? The dining room to get it. So if I what happens if I click this? Will it spend coins? It doesn't say coins anywhere, does it? Okay, how about I spend coins first? So, this will only give me 3 steps. Is that worth it? I don't think that's worth it. It would be really cool to get the plus 15 club sandwich here. Alright, let's see what happens if I click this. The main course is served only in the dining room. Okay, that feels like an error message, so I don't think this did anything. I think I just need to find the dining room and it'll be there. That makes sense. Alright then. Is there anything else here? Because I noticed that there are 2 pieces of menu here. They do seem to do the same thing, so that's a bit weird. Alright, well, let's buy bananas. There you go, plus 3 steps. I could do that again. You know what? I am going to do that again. Let's just spend all of my coins. So where do I need to go? I need to go left here, and then right, left. Oh my gosh. Actually, now that I think about it, it's a good thing that I spent all of my coins, because I'm going to have to waste a coin in order to get through the chapel. So it's good to have 0 coins there, because that means you don't lose any. So we're back in the entrance hall. So we are here now. Okay, so I've been avoiding dead-end rooms the whole time. I should put a dead-end room on the other side of the entrance hall. So, I'm going to escape this by using the corridor, but then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to put one of the dead-end rooms here, and hopefully I once again get the one with the... No, of course I don't. The one with the gem and a key. Okay, so I do have a package because I did order one last time. Maybe I should look at that. Package delivered. Okay, well, we already have a screenshot of this. I don't think this has changed. And I don't think any of this is clickable. Ah, this is where the info sheet was that we have a screenshot of. I did not take a screenshot of this. But, I almost forgot. I did take notes in a little notepad, didn't I? Let me just quickly get that notepad. And I remember that this thing you see at the bottom, which is obscured with the red ornament there, I had the magnifying glass last time I ran into this, and I was able to look at it. And I didn't write down exactly what it said word by word, but it did imply that Denny Ravane stole the Baron's mail. I wrote that down. And I don't know what to do with that information. And then we have a coupon book. Save one on each... Yeah, if I had gotten that sooner, I would have gotten one more banana. Okay, so now let's take a look at the package. Ooh, it's not listed here. Okay, then where is it? It's not here. Is it this? No. It's not this. I thought it might be one of these, but none of these were clickable. So it says package has been delivered, but I don't see... Oh, is it in the middle of the room? Yeah, right. Because I walked around the perimeter of the room, I never looked in the center. Okay, I will definitely take a screenshot of that. PS package. Well, let's call it... yeah, I don't know. Let's call it package. That's what it is. Okay. So we can close this, and I want to read it. And it disappeared. Okay. Customer's copy. Packing slip. The Sinker Company. West Barberon Avenue. Items include one amateur lockpick kit. Does that mean I can now open any lock? Maybe not any, but it has a silver key and 2 more keys. Okay. I don't know if any of those numbers, the customer number, the order number, the invoice number, the shipped date, any of those could potentially be relevant. So this is the silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay. And then we have this. What does this do? Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Okay. Okay. You guys are still moderators, so you can deal with these spammers for me. Okay, so we've dealt with the package. So. Lockpick gives you a chance to unlock doors for free. Yeah, I know, I just read that. Is there anything here that I missed last time that is clickable? Sean, you haven't said much yet. You're in it as much as I am, aren't you? I mean, you're just as green in this game as I am. So for some reason, I seem to be getting almost exclusively dead ends. I would love to put the guest bedroom somewhere so that I can get the 10 paces. But if I do that, I will be I will need those 10 paces to get back to the pantry. Right, so that's a waste. So I'm going to put... Oh, I don't have a gem. Pretty much lol. What does it help to gain 2 stars? I know that the inventory shows the number of stars. It doesn't now, but... Okay, well... Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'll take the guest bedroom, and then I'll make my way back to the pantry. And then we'll see what the lockpick kit can do. It did not give me the 10 paces yet, so I have to enter it, which costs me 2. Right, 1 to go in and 1 to go back out. So I might as well take a closer look at everything here. Ooh, there is a boat. This looks vaguely reminiscent to the boat that I saw on the outside. Right, the tipped over boat that we had on that we were able to see from the veranda. There is a gem. That means I can open rooms with gem requirements again. Or at least one room. There's nothing here. And this. I'm pretty sure I've already read this. But I'm going to take a screenshot. I should have been more meticulous with the screenshots last time, so now I'm just going to do all of them. So this is a guest room letter. Right. It's guest bedroom, isn't it? Yeah, it's called the guest bedroom. Let's call it that. Okay. I don't think there is anything else here that I can click. So, ooh, there is a wheel here. And again, some weird picture of a jelly with a spoon. There's some kind of pudding. Ooh, there is a, I don't know, a desert with dunes. There is an anchor. And there is a chess piece again. I did muse about the chess pieces last time, and I wondered if maybe I should write down which... See, this is another thing that I wanted to use the spreadsheet for, because that's also not in here, right? This doesn't tell you that there was a chess piece in here, and there are chess pieces everywhere. Okay. Well, I have to go back to the pantry, so let's do that. I have to go right and then left. And then this way, and then all the way to the courtyard. Okay, what did you say? You and I didn't want to discourage you from creating the spreadsheet. Was just trying to remind you of the direct. Yeah, I appreciate that. So maybe the next time, starting from day 4, maybe then I will start with the spreadsheet. I don't know. But for now, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I did not take a screenshot of this. So I'm going to call this the pantry. I'm going to call this a letter. I'm pretty sure that is a letter. Okay, let's see if the lockpick kit works. Okay, why wouldn't it just always try the lockpick kit? Okay, so let's see. I can do a bedroom, a hallway. So none of them allows me to go left, to go forward. Is what I meant. The best I can do is left, which is the hallway. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. I don't know how that works. I haven't encountered that yet. This is annoying. I want to make progress towards the antechamber, so I think I should do the hallway. But I also want to make progress in the game, so I should try the secret passage just because I haven't seen it yet. But if it's a dead end, if it only takes me to a room that is already in the building, then that creates a dead end and I'm dead. It won't do the lockpick automatically because you have the option to use special keys. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. I will do the hallway. What is that? Oh, the metal detector. Aha. Okay. That explains one of the coins that I saw in the security room last time. I already wrote this down in my notepad, including the fact that it's red, which means that it's a lie. So, I want to be able to turn right. So, let's try the lockpick. You don't seem able to pick this doors. Okay, but I do have 2 normal keys. Should I use a special key or should I use a normal key? That is a big question. It doesn't let me see the map. I suppose I can press exit still. I don't think I've ever tried the silver key, have I? So I'm going to try this now. That seems to have worked. Okay, so the only thing here that allows me to turn right is the archives, because I don't have the gem requirement for the passageways. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. I assume that means while drafting in this room, or does it mean for the rest of this day? I guess we'll find out. Now, this looks a very busy room, so there's probably a lot of hidden clickable things for the rest of the day, okay. Why are there just dashes? Why can't they just label this properly? Okay. Ooh. Okay, none of this is clickable, but this is giving me a flashback to Monkey Island 2. For those of you who don't know, in Monkey Island 2 there is a library which has a card catalog system like this, where you can actually, you know, browse through it and read like tons and tons. Like the programmers really, or maybe not the programmers, but the writers really added a lot of, you know, detail there. Part of it is world building, part of it is just silly jokes. And the German translator for Monkey Island 2 added some, you know, interesting things in there, some of which were about the frustrations with having to translate Monkey Island 1. Look behind you, a 3-headed monkey! Yes! Very good. So, what is this? It's an airplane. Okay, even though it's not clickable, I think I am going to take a screenshot of this. So let's save that as archive poster. Okay. There is more stuff here. I'm fervently looking for clickable things, but none of this is clickable. Okay, this looks like somebody was working here. Let's see, I don't think anything is clickable except for the one obvious thing that the light shines at. So let's see, August 2285, Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovers on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Library Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. Comma. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, which is our grandfather, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political association that one might make with the Sinclair family. Well, I don't know what those political associations would be. Oh my goodness, there's a lot in here. Should I read through all of this? Swimbird author never considers herself a success. Okay, I'm just going to screenshot all of this. Save. So this is the archive news clippings, let's call them that. And this is part 1. Okay, so this is part 2. And this is part 3. Manning and White at press function. I'm just trying to like get an idea of what is here so that I know to refer to it later if the need comes up. RLCF, the Children of Blackwater. I think I should read through this. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard, questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were two of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that, oh my goodness, that killed 4 people. Funny that comes up now, because just earlier today I saw a documentary on the Unabomber. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Okay, so the RLCF is probably going to be relevant. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for a conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Okay, so hang on, this was page 1, page 2, page 3. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White. So Manning and White are... Who were Manning and White? I don't remember. Whoops. Oh, damn it. Okay, this is the 4th. Oh, there's a 5th. Okay, this is the 4th. Let me quickly save that. And then let's also save the 5th before I read through it. No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marian Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date, 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Okay. Miss Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities were very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Okay. So, we don't know if it's, life ending. Voluntary life ending. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Whoa, that is... Does that relate to... Okay, let's see. Thieves in the royal capital of Fenaris have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. Okay. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the Royal Guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Huh. I don't see how that relates to the author. but it's good to have screenshots, isn't it? So, let's see where we are. Do I want to go this way? Yes, I want to go this way. Boink. Archived floor plan. Okay, so, let's see. I could take the risk with the archived floor plan, or I could take the observatory. Sean, what would you recommend? Should I risk it, risk getting a dead end, or should I use the observatory, which spends a gem? Maybe observatory. All right. I will let you have some agency in this game. Oop. Okay, we discovered this last time that you can rotate this, but I don't see how that helps. You can just click on it and it just spins. You can't really easily put it to a specific position. So it's probably not a puzzle. I did notice this last time. I don't know what it means, and there are probably others. Yep, there's another one. There's a beer steam. Yeah, and there's another chess piece. This one does not rotate when clicked. The fixed stars. Okay, how many pages are there? Okay, ooh. I think I did not notice this last time. I don't remember seeing these constellations. Okay, we did get the North Star last time. I see. These are all constellations that we could discover. Clavis the key. The farmer's apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Drexes the dead. Dead-end rooms are more common today. Oh, they're already more common than I would like to. I noticed that the number in the corner gives me the number of constellations. Okay, so I don't think it makes sense to take screenshots of all of these. Or rather, I don't want to bore all of you with that. Let's put it that way. Okay, but we do know how to get something from the telescope. And I don't know if I'm gonna get the same item out of the telescope if I do the same thing as I did last time. So I think I'm going to try that. Oh, wait a second, it's already pointed. Maybe I should do this first, because this will probably give me a star. I wonder if this is intentionally the way that I left it last time. Because I think this is how I left it. Okay, let's... This is hard to aim for. There you go. Ooh, it's different. Last time it was it was one star, it was the North Star. So this time it's the twins. A pair of chess has been added to the entrance hall. So that means I need to keep enough steps available to get back to the entrance hall. Okay. But what happens if I look at it now? Okay, it just gives me the same thing. Does it still have the... Oh yeah, it does still have this weird thing where the mouse cursor changes to this arrow until I move the mouse by even a single pixel. And I don't know what's up with that. It could be a bug. But I don't want to ascribe everything to a bug, you know what I mean? Okay, let's go up the stairs now. Okay, so I want to rotate this. No, it needs to go the other way. Oh, it can only... Oh, I see. Right, I need to go downstairs. Okay, what do I want? I want the... Which end do I want? I want that end. There. So let's keep rotating it. No, wrong. Wrong. Right, let's keep rotating it. Okay. And now that it's here, I can move it down. Nope, that's up. It's really hard to tell which is which. Okay, it's empty, because whatever was in there I already got last time. And I don't remember what it was. Was it a key? Was it a gem? Or maybe it was one of those stars that you see in the top left corner of the screen right now. Speaking of which, this is what I meant earlier. Right, notice how, oops. Right, this is what I meant earlier. It says I have 2 stars here. It was the planetarium floor plan. Oh. Thank you. So I was allowed to remove that from the manor and take it back in. Okay. So that means that the next time I find a floor plan or some similar object, I don't have to keep doing it every time I enter the room. Okay, now let's go here. This is the only other place I can go. Lockpick. You don't seem able to pick this door's lock. Well, that's unfortunate. I need to be able to turn right. So let's use a key. Okay, that one allows me. You may draw a new. Okay, that's good, but it has a gem requirement. Yeah, which means I have no choice. Why even give me these? This is so annoying. Okay, there is a coin. And there is a metal detector. I mean, the metal detector is this, Okay, is that what the metal detectors detect? Is that it? Okay. Right, there's also a gem. The metal detector doesn't detect that. And another chess piece. Alright. So I can't really say that the metal detector helped here. Ooh. Okay, I definitely did not notice that last time. But also it doesn't tell me anything, so I'm just gonna save it. And I'm going to save it as the storeroom drawing. Okay, so I did get a gem and a key and a coin. So the things that are overtly mentioned here, I already got. But also, this is a dead end, which means that I have to call it a day now. I've never noticed that one either. Ooh, okay, nice find. Okay, well, thank you. What does this do? This envelope? I don't know. And there's some empty space here for something. Alright, well. Let's see, I have 28 steps left. Where did I say I wanted to go? The entrance hall. I need to go back to the entrance hall. You still have doors in the archive room. That is true. It's very unlikely that I can get to the antechamber from there, but I suppose I can explore some dead-end rooms. The courtyard, no, the courtyard requires a key card, a security key card. Okay, let's see, I have 26 steps. In order to get to the entrance hall, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which means that I should not dip below 13. Alright, let's see, I want to go this way. Okay, the drawing room seems helpful. But it requires a gem. The boiler room. Have I seen the boiler room before? I don't think I have. And it also allows me to go forwards. The drawing room would waste 1 door. So I'm going to do the boiler room. How about that? And before I enter that, I think I want to put a dead end room here. Oh no. Yeah, okay. No, maybe I shouldn't waste the keys on this, because I do want to make it to the antechamber if at all possible. There's another door here. There is stuff. Okay. It doesn't... Oh, I was about to say it doesn't let me go down here, but it does. It absolutely does. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is some kind of puzzle where... Okay, well, let's see what happens if I just click this. Actually, nothing happens. Okay, I thought I was going to see some water flow, and then this was going to be some logic puzzle where... Oh, okay, this is definitely a pipes puzzle. Alright. Huh. Okay, well, let's take a closer look at what everything's connected to. Okay, none of this is clickable, but there is a connection there, and then it goes into here. And then presumably powers whatever this is. But I can barely see that. Okay, then we have this red thing here. And then, oh, there is a Y junction. And then we have, oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to get really complicated, especially since I don't actually know which parts of the manor need powering. Right. Okay. So if the pressure comes from that green container, then I want this part to be connected. So I can either do that and that, or that and that, or those two. Okay, this is the big thing in the center. Oof, I really don't know. So, I'm going to try this. I'm going to see what happens if I do this. Okay, there's steam coming out. Does that mean it's leaking? Okay, well, I did power this thing. Whatever that is, I don't know. I guess I need to go upstairs to see. And I bet that it won't... Yeah, oh, it does. So if I do this while it's operating, I wonder what happens. Okay, it just does that. Okay, so I can change this while it's in operation. Okay, so now I get this thing. Okay, it doesn't let me operate this while the things are zooming past it. But there is more connecting with this. Okay, so if I can turn that on, then that will either power this or this. Okay, so let's see what happens if I stop this at the right moment when the gap is there. Oh, it just stops right there. So do I have to time this? It's gonna be annoying if I have to time this. Okay, I guess that's better than before. Yes, I can access this now. Okay, cool. So let's turn that on. Which will activate this. And activate this. So... okay, so this big thing in the center has two things that power it. So why don't we make sure that they are both connected. Like this. Okay, I don't see anything obvious happening here. But I also kind of want to try this, because I know that this is now... well, it doesn't turn on. Yeah, this is powering it. Oh, I see. I need to switch this. Okay, then. So let's see what happens if I... Ooh. Aha! This is a lift. Okay. Right. Oh, there is another... Oh. But couldn't I have gotten here? No, I couldn't. Could I? Wait, hang on. Oh, indeed, it's those other stairs that I went down. Okay, so this is a new place where I need to turn this on. And let's also see what's here. Ah, okay. What is this? Okay, I probably need to activate something here. And I'm gonna assume that I can just leave it like this. Okay, as for this, I can switch this. Okay, so this would power the thing up here. And this is now... Oh, I see. Okay, so this needs all three. Okay, this may... Okay. Aha, I can drag this left and right. Well, okay, well, let's see if we can power this. So I need to turn all three inputs on for this. So, we know how to do that. So we can do that. Let's click down. So we know that we need to turn this, so that will power this. And the other one was this one here, so we need to turn this one. Now let's go back up. Oh, this is no longer powered now. The only way to get there is by having this powered. Oh, that is so annoying. So if I do this, then... Ah, it does not turn on. So what did I do wrong? I see. No, I don't see. Right, it's this again. Huh? How is this supposed to be done? Okay, well, let me do this and then go up these stairs. Maybe I can see something here. It does not let me see the three lights. Oh, I can just walk here now. I didn't need. Okay, I didn't need the. Ah. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know why I needed that elevator, but there you go. It's activated. So, click this. There is a bridge in the gap that you activated. Okay, a gap in the bridge, I assume you mean. Okay, so I've done something. I don't know what. What happens if I do this? Oh. Oh, well, that's annoying. I don't know which one I need. What was that? Yes. Okay, so I can either activate this, or this, or this. And I don't know which one I should want. Wait a second. No, these are the inputs. Okay. Let's see. I have these stripes that I see at the top. If I do that, do they change? No, they do not. Okay, I'll leave it like this for now. And if I need to do something else at some point, I guess I will find out. Is this the gap in the bridge that you mean? Okay, so this is where I came from, But there's supposed to be 2 exits. Let's see. Okay, there is 1 exit. And this one is ripe for a dead-end room. So let's put a dead-end room here. Oh no. No, in that case I want to see if... Oh, this one requires a key card. Yep, that one requires a key card. Or does it? It's not even activated. Okay. Well then, I will just go here. Okay, let's see. If I put a closet there, I will not be able to make progress. This will give me steps. And this one requires a gem, so I can't do that. So, I will take a bedroom. It's not exactly good architecture to have the bedroom right next to the boiler. But, let's see. Greetings from Reddington. I did not take a screenshot of that before. I don't think it's all that relevant, but bedroom postcard, let's call it. I cannot see myself in the mirror. And this shiny thing, I noticed that last time. Why is it so shiny? And despite having a metal detector, it's not... ooh, this is pointing down. But there is nothing clickable there. See, this is where, if this were on a patch of dirt, it could be a hint towards, you know, dig here with your shovel. Let's see. That top hat is not clickable. There is a picture there. There's another chess piece. This is a weird... This looks like one of those mechanical puzzles, but I can't pick it up, I can't do anything with it. And I need to be a little careful because I'm starting to give myself motion sickness by moving around so quickly. Okay, I remember this. I remember looking at this up and down with the magnifying glass, because I think I found the magnifying glass... Wait, maybe I found it in this room. Anyway, this is bedroom portrait. The base of this lamp looks like a chess piece. Okay. The drawer cannot be opened. Let's see if there's anything behind the pillows. Because typical escape room puzzles often have things hidden behind pillows and stuff like that. Okay, so let's... wasn't there something... Wasn't there a way to open this chest at some point? And now it's not clickable. Maybe I'm misremembering this. Okay, it looks like the magnifying glass is not in this room, so I probably got it from an adjacent room. Okay, so let's go here. And let me guess, it's locked. It is not locked. But I don't have the gem to get the garage. And the bunk room is another dead end. So I'm going to take the risk and use the archive floor plan. What is it? It's the West Wing Hall. Okay, it does allow me to go north from here. Let's take a screenshot of that. West Wing Hall snippets. Okay, I don't think there's anything here. So, I want to go northward, so I think I should go this way. And what do you want to bet that it's locked and the lockpick kit just never works? It has only worked once. Okay, so this is my last key. Greenhouse, code check. I have not seen either of these. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Ah, that's probably one of those items here, right? I can put the metal detector, the shovel, the coupon book, or the lockpick in there. And then get it back the next day. You are more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Well, but I don't have a gem, so I don't know. Well, the code check doesn't allow me to make... Oh! I opened the wrong one. Okay, I wanted to go north. Okay, then I should definitely put a dead-end room here. Nothing clickable here. Okay. Right, okay, so I assume... Yeah. Check item retrieve 102. Why does it say 102? Alright. Nothing here is clickable, which is understandable because there's a menu. Okay, so let's check an item. What do you think is the most useful next time? I have not used the coupon book. What is the coupon book anyway? That. Yes, if I ever want to get anything from the kitchen or the dining room, lockpick or shovel, you think? I don't know, the lockpick doesn't feel useful. It has only opened one door so far. And of course, you know, I would have to get the code check room back first. If I put that item in here now, I will not have it for the rest of this run. So I think I want to hold on to the lockpick kit. There is a quality of life thing I want to mention about this room that I'm not sure would be welcome advice. If it's quality of life, please go ahead. I trust your judgment on whether it's a spoiler. Go ahead. I will wait for Numdiggerset to mention what he is referencing. I seem to have kept a screenshot open, or two even. I hope, yeah, I did save this. I'm going to rename that to kitchen to remind myself where it was. This is in the mail room. This was also in the mail room. And this was also in the mail room. Diagram. Okay. And this one here is it's probably this one here, the guest bedroom letter. So I can close this, close this. Any item placed in this room in future runs, you cannot get that item again except by getting it from the code check. I figured as much, but thank you for making that explicit. So, I'm going to put the... I'm torn between the shovel and the coupon book. But since I've already spent so much coins, so many coins in this run, I'm gonna do the coupon book. And then next time I'm gonna, maybe I can... Ooh, I can check multiple... Oh, I can check as many items as I want. You already have an item checked here, please retrieve it. Okay, I see. Okay then. Of course I could have just not checked anything. With some notable exceptions that are not relevant to you. Okay. Right, so now let's go to the place that I actually wanted to go and open a door. So, I need to be able to go forward, so the drawing room is alluring, but it has a gem requirement, so I can't do that. So I have to trust the archived floor plan. Also, I'm a bit surprised that I'm still only down to 23 steps. Let's see how many I need to get back to the entrance hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 from here. So I'm still good. So let's see what the archive floor plan has. Oh, it's the dark room. Okay, it's the dark room. Well, we already know about the dark room. We've already seen things in here. which I wrote down some information about it, but I didn't take screenshots. Maybe I should have done so. It's because of the bedroom you drafted. What's because of the bedroom I drafted? What did I say? I don't remember what I said. Oh, the bed. Oh, the steps. The steps. Yes. Okay. So the bedroom says. Where is it? Oh, this one here. There. Whenever you enter this room. No, that only gives you 2. So it's not that many. Anyway, let's go through the dark room, and so now I have to trust. Oh, okay, lockpick. Oh, it lets me lockpick this. Okay, well I have no choice because of the gem requirement, so I have to trust this one. And it's a furnace, which says you are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Well, this is a dead-end room, so I won't be drafting anymore. But, I'm glad I didn't check the shovel, because I can dig up a rather dirty coin that can be spent in the shop room. Okay. It's still only 3 coins. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here. That's it, you can just get 1 coin if you have the shovel. Not being able to see your options isn't as damning when you can only pick one of them anyway. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Is there anything that I should be looking at in this room? Is this related to the boiler room in some way, perhaps? Because I notice all these pipes here. But, I don't know. So I'm going to claim that the dirty coin is the only thing that was in here. And that I will now have to go back. The only remaining opening is on the archive. And the courtyard, but the courtyard requires a key card. Okay, so I'm gonna... Can I go through the boiler room here? No. It doesn't let me... Oh, is this because the elevator is blocking the room? No, blocking the way? No, I think this is just because this is the way I drafted it, and it will just render the... Might be worth... You mean about the boiler room? So you're suggesting that I... No, it doesn't actually waste any more steps because I have to go this way anyway. Let's see. Nope. It's not the elevator, it's the keycard room. The keycard door. Or rather the yeah, it's not even activated, so alright. So from the boiler room I want to go this way. And then I need to go... Oh yeah, I wanted to check what happens here. Lockpick? No. Still seems too difficult to pick. Does that mean that with more effort I can learn to pick it? I don't know. So, I need to go hallway and then right. And then here I need to turn right. And we're back in the kitchen and I have 3 coins and I checked the coupons, don't I? So this will actually cost me 2. If I hadn't checked the coupons I could get 3 of these now. But I'm okay with that. Because I'm going back to the start anyway, and I have way enough steps to do that. Alright, let's see. From here I need to go right, left. So right, left, left, and then forward. right, left, left, and I'm losing a coin. And forward. Okay, so here I'm back in the entrance hall, and I was told that there is something here that wasn't here before. That was definitely here before. And that was definitely here before. Yeah, this is not new. Is it this? You gotta be kidding me! It's not even letting me choose the lockpick kit for this. Oh man, I can only hope that this trunk is still gonna be there tomorrow. Because if it's not, I'm gonna be really upset, because... Okay, right, well... There's nothing else I can do, is there? Other than, exploring. What about that guest bedroom? I've already been there, so I'm not gonna get the 10 steps again, am I? No, you can't just go in and out and get 10 steps each time. That's nonsense. Even when I was playing the game, it just feels like you have to be lucky to progress. Yeah, exactly. Oh, so hang on, so you've been playing the game as well then, huh? Tisk, tisk, tisk. I thought we were playing it together. So that explains why you've been so quiet then. You've made progress without me. Which is fine, of course. You can do that. So, I'm down to 6 now. And now I'm down to 5. Okay, so I was right about it taking 2 steps to get from the main entrance to here. So, I don't think it's bad, but I find it frustrating that I would have an item but not the room. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it seems to me that this requires just constantly doing the same thing over and over until the stars align. So, anyway. Now, I seem to recall that there was something somewhere where it said that I get something special if I... Oh yeah, that's right, the observatory. If I think it said that if I call it a day in the observatory, then I get an extra star. No, it says +1 for each time you've drafted. Okay, maybe I didn't draft the room that I'm thinking of, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah. Okay, let me just see if I can find the room that I'm thinking of. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay. So what was the room that I'm thinking of, which said something like, if you call it a day in here, then something happens? None of these say that. Oh, there we go. It's the planetarium. Everyone remembers but me. Okay. Well, I didn't get a chance to draft the planetarium. So, call it a day. Alright. So that was day 3. Would you guys like me to continue? I have a suspicion that from now on it's going to get more samey. Right, so total rooms 24, rank reached 7. Steps take... I did reach rank 8 on one day, didn't I? Please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember. So this is another thing that I could take screenshots of. The floor plan after each day. But I don't know if that helps. Okay, well, let me talk a little bit about my impression of this game so far. Because we did mention the topic of RNG, and I'll be honest, it really kind of, it gives me the impression that even if I discover all of the rooms, of which there are supposed to be 45, it is still a matter of luck whether or not you can reach the antechamber. And so far, it seems that you need a lot of luck to do that. It seems there's nothing I can do to guarantee that I can make the way to the antechamber. And that's kind of disheartening, because it means that you just keep trying and trying, and you're basically up against, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a logic puzzle where everything you do is up to you. So, this was fun, but I think I'm tempted to take this day concept literally. And, you know, I'm gonna call it a day, literally, and I'm gonna come back to this another day, and I'm gonna play 1 day per day until I get bored of the game. How about that? So, thank you all for watching. To demystify this a bit, the game is a roguelike, so you're supposed to be stuck restarting at the start, but you will unlock stuff in the near future. Yeah, I gotcha. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to quit the game, and I'm going to end the stream here. Goodbye.